Hey everyone, I am 22 weeks pregnant, and I'm sorry for the slightly odd angle this week. I'm in my old room at my mother's house, and there's a mess because I'm sorting through some of my old things. And this is the only spot in the room that I could find with decent lighting. And I've put it on a side table, and it's kind of high up, so you've got this weird, like, downward angle of me, and it's close because otherwise it's dark. So sorry about that. But anyway, things are going great. This is going to be my last vlog in LA for this trip out here, as we go back to London on Wednesday. Well, we arrive in London on Thursday, but we leave LA on Wednesday. Yeah, this week there has been a couple of big changes. Number one is that now we can both see and feel the baby moving from the outside. Absolutely amazing, especially for my husband. What happened was, about 4 nights ago, I was hanging out with my mother, and she is a little concerned that I haven't been feeling the baby move as much as most women this far along in their pregnancies because of my placenta. So I lifted up my shirt just to take a look, and lo and behold, a couple of moments later, there were 2 very, very clear little nudges, and not last night, but the night before, my husband felt for the first time the baby kick, and he got a kick this morning. So that's been amazing. The look on his face was absolutely incredible, just totally elated and excited. Excuse me, every time I make a video. So that's been really great, and I've been feeling wonderful. Had no weird faintness or out of breath, dizzy, nauseated anything this week. I have had a little bit of heartburn at night, but that's not a big deal. The second big change is in regards to finding out the sex of the baby. Initially, my husband and I were not going to find out the sex. We wanted to leave it as a surprise for a number of reasons. However, we were with my grandmother the other day, and she revealed to us that if it's a boy, she would like to actually make the trip out to London for the bris, which is the big event for the ritual circumcision, because we're Jewish. I know it's going to be a huge debate. I don't want to debate circumcision. So, I mean, I respect everyone's views on it. I totally understand both sides of the argument. So yeah, I don't want to get into circumcision issues because, yeah, I've been into it, and, yeah, we're doing it because we're Jewish, not because we think it's the right thing for everybody. So yeah, so we are going to find out the sex for that reason, because that's a huge milestone. It's usually as big as weddings in the Jewish life cycle. So yeah, and we've told my husband's parents that already, and they're cool with that. So yeah, my grandmother, who's 82 and a Holocaust survivor, might actually make the 11-hour flight out to London. We have our big anomaly scan on May 3rd, which is shortly after we get back from the UK, and I guess we will be finding out the sex then, so there will be a gender reveal, you guys. Or not the gender reveal, the sex reveal. I like to make a difference, differentiation between gender and sex. I know the woman in the YouTube mommy community, Katie, has also spoken about this, the difference between gender and sex, so you guys should check her out. But basically, I don't know if this is like a snobby thing or just because I might be a little overeducated in some areas. I've been to university a couple of times, but gender is the identity, this, a societal structure put on people as far as, gender roles, whether they're feminine or masculine, and sex is your biological state of being, whether or not you are female or male. Anyway, that was a totally unrelated tangent, and I'm sorry. What else is going on? Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot. We've just been enjoying being in LA, as this will be the last time we're out here, my husband and I, just as the two of us. we're planning on coming back out in December with the baby. The baby will be old enough to handle the flight at that point. But there's also a chance that in December we'll be going out to Israel instead to see my family there, and then my mother and my dad will fly out to Israel to meet us there. That's a possibility, and that would be slightly easier on us and the baby, because from London to Tel Aviv it's only like a 4.5-hour flight, whereas London to LA is an 11-hour flight. So that'll be really exciting, the first big travel with the baby. It's hard being an international couple, as, you know, no matter where we live, one side of the family is always missing us, and now that the first great-grandchild on both of our families is on the way, yeah, one side is not going to get as much time with the kid as the other. So, yeah, it's a little hard. But what can we do? You can't help who you fall in love with. How's my time? I'm at a little over 6 minutes. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear my mom's dog barking in the back. Today was a nice day. I had a bit of pampering. I got my nails done, manicure and a pedicure, which was great. I don't have them all that often. I generally do my nails myself. Usually it's just my toenails, not my fingernails, because I'm a student nurse and you're not allowed to have your nails painted when you're on placement because of infection control, and also being a doula when I'm working with women, I don't want to, you know, be unsanitary. So yeah, I'm enjoying having my nails done while I can. I didn't have the massage that they give you because there are too many pressure points that could potentially induce premature labor, but that was fine. And yeah, I think that's it really. It's been yeah, this trip has gone too quickly. You know, I miss my friends out here and my family, obviously. But I've been in the UK for, you know, a few years now, and it's become home in many ways. There are little things that I forget being out here in LA, like, you know, credit card machines work slightly differently, traffic laws, you know, little things like that, or just how general service is different in restaurants. Not necessarily better or worse, but, you know, people behave differently. So I am looking forward to going back to the UK, but I do wish that I had a little bit more time out here, maybe another week. Yeah. And tonight I think I'm going to go see Water for Elephants. I haven't read the book yet. I've heard it's an amazing book. The story intrigues me, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also interested in seeing the new film adaptation of Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is one of my favorite books. And I know that in 2006 the BBC did a little miniseries, an adaptation of Jane Eyre, which I also have not seen, but I've heard that that's good. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I will try to get in a live action belly shot now. If not, I will put a picture at the end. And yeah, the next time you hear from me, I'll be back in London. Yeah, we arrived the day before the royal wedding, and my husband goes back to work the day of the royal wedding. And they've declared it a bank holiday, so most people will be off work, but my husband, has decided to take the day to work, so he'll get time and a half, which is good. But, excuse me again, Heathrow is going to be a mess when we get in. I've heard, like, tens of thousands of tourists from abroad are coming into London, and then, you know, just as many native Londoners will be leaving the UK for the weekend, just to get away from everything. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too much of a mess. And anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you guys for 23 weeks. Bye. Alright, I hope you guys can see. Move my cardigan up. Necklace is all crooked. Here's from the front. with the shirt. Maybe I'll just take my cardigan off. That's better. I'm so white, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm reflecting everything. And here's from the side. And the other side. My tattoo is getting lost. So yeah, 22 weeks, you guys. This is sucking in. Well, it doesn't do much anymore. It's all baby. And my pudge is disappearing too. It's all getting stretched out. I finally took out my belly ring. It wasn't getting uncomfortable quite yet, but because the skin around it is starting to get tight, the belly ring was like dingling. It was really loose and it actually tickled. From the other side. Yep. And I don't have any stretch marks yet, you know, touch wood. Hopefully I won't get any. I haven't noticed any anywhere on my body. My hot pink bra. Yeah. I still have the tiniest bit of a waist from the front, but it's amazing how much it's thickened out. My ribs have disappeared. Yeah, my mom said she didn't get any stretch marks with me on her stomach. She got a few on her bum, but only a couple. So hopefully I will be fortunate like her. So, yeah. So thanks to all my new subscribers. I know we've gotten a couple of new ones. Yeah, welcome aboard. Yeah, in just over a month I'll be in 3rd trimester. Oh my god. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys for 23 weeks. Bye. Hi guys, one last thing. I've had a couple of questions about what color my eyes are, and that's a good question, so I will try to get a close-up so you guys can decide for yourselves. Yeah, it's cloudy out now, so there's not much light. But yeah, they are predominantly a very dark green, with a gray ring around the outside of the iris, and then like an amber ring around the pupils. So I guess they're like a green hazel. The same color as my mother's, and my dad's eyes are brown. My sister got his eyes. So yeah, there they are. I guess I'd call them a green hazel. But yeah, I do get that question a lot, and they do change depending on what I'm wearing and the weather. When it's overcast out, they tend to be more green, and when it's sunny out, they tend to be more amber. The color is one of the most uncommon in the world, but is one of the most common in Eastern Europe, and that's predominantly my heritage, is Romanian, and my dad's side is French. So yeah, there they are.